Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This episode 13 of season 6. Hopefully you guys enjoying the series so far. So last episode was interesting. We started the episode with Theo. You know, we're not seeing him since he helped the pack obviously get rid of the Ghost Riders, and he was literally on his own, no friends, no family, nowhere to live, sleeping in his car, constantly being moved by the police from location to location. Then we ended up seeing one of the spiders, you know, that we seen come out of one of the werewolves that Liam and Scott seen in the forest, go and crawl up his arm. Now, obviously, he was just looking at it, and then it dug itself into his skin and went inside his body. He panicked, mate. He literally panicked. He went to the animal clinic. He went and got one of the scalps. He got the mirror. He was looking there. When he could see it, boom, mate. He stabbed himself and ripped that spider right out of his body. And it just turned into a cloud of black smoke and just evaporated. It's mental. Then when he got back in his car, it looked like he was just about to dial Scott, you know, to maybe see if he could go chill at his house or say he's sorry. And then it wasn't the police that turned up outside his vehicle. It looked like it was hunters, mate. They all stood there, weapons pointing at him, and then we just heard shots go off. And I'm assuming that we're supposed to think that he has died, so it's crazy. Now, Brett, he was at the school. He was obviously playing lacrosse with Liam, with Cora, trying to get them better. And obviously he's pushing Liam, pushing him. And Liam's kind of losing control. You know, we're seeing his eyes glowing yellow. He said, look, mate, you need to get yourself under control. You're not yourself. Liam stormed into, obviously, the locker room. He's punching it. You know, he's going crazy. He's ripped it off his door. Like I said, he's trying to go through the mantra. It seems like whatever's happening is kind of affecting him as well. Now, we'll obviously be seeing the teacher who took out the Hellhound last episode. You know, she's still on a Madden. She went after Brett. She threw him a ball with Wolfsbane. It took him down. She went over. She tried stabbing him. He managed to claw her in her neck and escape. And now later on in the episode, he jumped down from the trees and he nearly tried to kill her. He picked her up. He was strangling her. And then boom, mate, he got shot by an arrow and he fled again. So that means there's hunters still here. And Chris is selling weapons as well, mate. And he thought he was selling it to the army, but they messed up, you know. It turns out that they're not the people that he thought he was. He ended up having a shootout with them. Scott and Malia turned up. They ended up taking them out. Then he ended up fleeing, but they was trying to figure out who it is that he's selling weapons to. He said business has picked up. It's booming. He's not ignoring them, but there's a lot of buyers and they're trying to figure out why. Scott was saying that obviously a Hellhound was killed with one of the bullets with the Argent print on. He said, mate, I've not done that for a while. I've not printed the Argent logo on anything. Maybe if you can find the slug, I can tell you what it is. So they went back to the location that the Hellhound was there and they found the slug, and he was saying that it's silver. And, you know, silver don't really do anything, but it's a myth. And only people who are believing in these myths are the new hunters that are in the game. And there's nothing worse than a new hunter because they're inexperienced. They're also, you know, rash, and they also don't know what they're really doing, and it could take out many people, new people, you know, innocent people, and it's just unpredictable. And like we said, mate, there's people here, there's hunters, there's weapons being bought, there's this teacher, and like I said, the arrow got shot at the end, and who was it? It's Gerard, mate. He's back. He's possibly the one buying the weapons and taking down the Supernaturals again, and he's the one that saved the teacher right at the very end. So it's going to be interesting to see his role in the final few episodes of this season. Obviously, to see what's going on with Styles and Derek as well, which wasn't mentioned last episode, and just to see if Liam can get himself under control and see if they can find out obviously the teacher and a plan, and if all the Supernaturals can survive, because he was saying that, you know, people are starting to look at them different, judge them, and obviously just everybody's acting kind of crazy. You know, they really are. They're all acting crazy ever since they've come back from obviously the other side with the Ghost Riders. So I can't wait to find out what's going on, and then see what's happening in today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 13 of season 6 of Teen Wolf. They're not going to catch him. They can't do. They're not fast enough. Gerard's not anyway. Oh, he's going to try and force it out. He's going to hit it and just let it fly through him. Oof.
He's gaining too much ground on us. We should be moving faster.
Talking like an amateur. The longer we wait, the weaker he will be.
And the more time he'll have to find help.
The greatest victory is that which requires no battle.
Incoming call, who is it? Oh.
to get back to studying.
Hope you study.
Nah, go home, dude.
I mean, is it cool if...
What, you want to stay over? Yeah, you tell me why. What's going on?
You remember that body? The one without the face? I can't get it out of my head. Can't get it out of my head.
Like when you look in a light bulb and when you look away, you still kind of see it?
That's pretty good analogy, that. That was good.
Where are you seeing the body?
Whoa, the body's right there. The thing is, though, who was that body? I thought it was Brett, and it wasn't. Clearly, he's in the woods, he's running off, you know. That woman's still trying to shoot him. I don't know why he's left his phone there, why he actually tried to attack them. He's fast, he's a werewolf. Yeah, he might be wounded, but he's way faster than Gerard and that woman, isn't he? He could literally bounce and tell Scott that they're the ones, you know what I mean? He's going to get caught before he can tell people that it's Gerard and her, which is sad. But it's interesting because, you know, Mason was saying there that he's seen that body that was burnt up and all that. It's crazy. But it was a good analogy that he said, mate. You know, when you do look into a light and then you look down and then you can see it flashing again. But imagine that with a dead person. Pfft, mad.
Lori.
Oh, she can't find a brother.
How do you know this is his blood?
Because he's my brother.
Innit, Scott? That was a daft question, that. Imagine seeing that, mate. Mental. That's enough for tonight, isn't it, mate? That's enough for tonight.
You're hanging out with Liam tonight.
Brett's missing, and his sister found blood all over his lacrosse stick.
You alright?
Yeah. Why?
Just checking.
Is she trying to write like she did with Styles?
How will it help us find him?
If Brett's dead, I think she'd already know.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah. She always looks crazy when she does this. Oh, what did she write?
I think he set a trap. He's fighting back.
And now we know he's alive.
Oh, we can find him first. Well, there's no human that can track sound faster than we can.
He went this way.
Maybe this hunter's not such an amateur.
Maybe he's learning.
Maybe he's learning, mate. He's got friends. He's got literally the person that you would expect to go after him.
Lux V.
That's Roman numeral 68.
68. That's what the Chinese says, too.
The atomic number for erbium is 68. I'm going back to where my last premonition was. And I'm going alone.
Anyway, you guys are disrupting her. No, he's not. He's just bleeding. Hey, he's fucking doing well, lad. Got to respect it, mate.
Called me.
Well, someone had to call someone.
It's a dead body, right?
Mostly.
That absolute burnt body, though, is madness. It's crazy to think that this is somebody's job, innit? Yo, he seems scared as well. Whoa, look at this one.
You felt it too, didn't you? Fear.
Yo, that's well interesting. I ain't got a clue what's going on.
Look for heel marks.
Why the heel mark?
Because the heel comes down first.
So what do you see?
Trackers are
No,
mad out
it's
there.
nothing.
And what does that tell us about our young wolf?
He feels us closing in on it. He wants to escape the pressure.
And where do wounded animals go to hide? Underground.
See, right, I mean, he's probably right, but like, this is a good question. If you was getting chased in them woods, would you stop and hide? Whether it's underground, whether it's in a bin, in you know, in a bush, up a tree, do you know what I mean? Whether you found a hole, a door, a house, a cabin, or whatever, or would you constantly run? Because me, I would constantly run. I just don't see the benefit. Like, okay, I'm running. Yeah. Oh, I've seen this little place. I'll go and hide. Now I'm here. And I'm thinking, right, I've got to stay here now for, what, however long, a day. Hopefully they don't come find me. If they do, I'm stuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, I would rather run constantly and then maybe see me in the distance and try and shoot me than be a sitting duck. That's pretty much what the if he gets caught inside of there, he's done for. But I'm hoping that Scott and Co come and find him before obviously that happens. And that's red and all the others are silver. Oh, here we go. This guy, the one that the wolves come and seen.
Seen it too.
Whoa, look at this guy.
What are you talking about? Shows up out of nowhere. I'm not sure what I've seen. Do you want to be sure?
Oh, that's interesting, mate.
Maybe he just stopped bleeding.
It's one hunter, one amateur who doesn't know what they're doing. Hunter.
He's covering his tracks.
How many hunters have you seen out here before?
Hundreds.
Still want to split up? Rock balancing. Homie taught us. It's him.
Smart guy, mate. Literally, look at him, mate. He needs to survive. He needs to survive for just being smart. The guy's done it really well. He's getting chases, splattering blood all over the place. Yeah, I've just said, oh, if he's gone sat down like a sitting duck, it's poor. But he might not be, mate. If he's leaving clues and tracks, it's interesting.
What if he only has a few hours to live?
If we howl, we can find him.
That's too risky. Who cares about the risk? He could be dying.
You need to get that strength, doesn't it? Right there, literally, so close.
That wasn't Brett. That was a werewolf.
How many are we talking about?
That's not the right question. You're thinking from a place of fear.
Yes, lad.
Try thinking strategically. That's Scott McCall's Achilles heel. Like most teenagers, he thinks with his heart.
Hey, done well.
Sorry.
Did this have logical explanation?
Tell me about it.
Tell me what it is.
Carbon dioxide and oxygen gas mixed can make your brain think that you're suffocating, and then your body reacts with intense anxiety and fear.
Could he?
I got it.
Good acting for these two is decent. Yeah, I'm buzzing about Brett. He didn't get caught. Sure. Oh, tripwire.
Boy, no!
See, it hit Scott, mate. Laura, it's okay. You know, it hit Scott. I do think he's going to heal. If it hit her, I think she might die. But, you know, you can't answer because they would know where they are. But they also know that there's more people down there, so they're ready, aren't they? They're setting the traps now. It's going to be interesting. It's good acting from Chris and Melissa then. I do enjoy them two together.
They knew we were coming.
Don't talk, just heal and let us figure this out.
The arrow, the tripwire, the poison. These aren't amateurs. You don't know who they are or what they're capable of. Look, I know who we are. We never give up. Go, all of you will catch up. I just need a minute, go.
You just need to shut up.
Yo, these two are giving relationship vibes, mate.
I'm not gonna leave you alone with that thing.
I bet you want to know what scared the hell out of you. It's nothing. No DNA, no cell structure. There is nothing here.
Supernatural then, must be. Do you know what I mean? Only explanation.
Did he leave anything for you to find, like signal or more rocks?
I don't see anything.
He's gonna be okay. He's really strong. He's knocked me down on the lacrosse field more than once.
Brett actually started playing lacrosse for me. He got a scholarship and told them that they had to take me if they wanted him.
Oh, do you smell that? It's sour.
It smells like something's rotting.
It's been too long.
Don't worry. They'll have to come this way.
Why did you let them go?
Because this isn't about killing just one werewolf.
Lydia will call us when she has something. Hey, Nolan.
Nolan.
Studying for biotests?
Trying to understand how organisms evolve and change. Isn't the test on DNA versus RNA? Organisms can change. Organisms change. They can change right in front of your eyes. They can be two things at once.
Parrotfish or protogynous hermaphrodites, both male and female.
I wonder if any of us have changed.
What the hell is wrong with you? It's just a scratch.
Right, is it me, right? I think I have got a personality where people annoy me rapidly, like really fast. Like that guy is so annoying to me. Like literally, it's been in like one scene and I already dislike him. I just think it's just weird the way people act, and like just his whole vibe then was annoying to me. That whole scene was so annoying. Why does he want his blood? I don't get it. Like, you know, that guy upstairs come down and said, you've seen it, haven't you? The way he just appears. He doesn't just appear. Like, he was literally talking like he was sat in downstairs on his own mason, and then he looked away and turned back, right? And then Corey was sat there. That clearly doesn't happen. Now, if you reference a situation like where you've seen him do something, but they talk about like he just appears in a location, like Mason's walking down the corridor on his own, and then when he walks around the corner, he stood there. That never happens. So I mean, it's interesting to see anyway. Everybody's got a proper massive supernatural agenda going this season, which again is really interesting to see. But I am all Team Brett right now. Honestly, I want him to survive. The guy's done really well so far. He's obviously dying and passing out. He's being poisoned. And Gerard wants to take down all of them, you know, not just one or four. He let two of them go. I think he's trying to corner them into one location. But again, you know, it's intriguing. And I do hope that Brett survives. Honestly, I really do. He's hit Scott. He's hurt him. He's going to heal. But I don't know. Brett's in a bad way and been poisoned. And I don't know about him.
How did we miss that?
We underestimated them.
How do they rig a a trap that big with us down here in the tunnel?
That's true. It's a good question, that, Malia.
They rigged it a long time ago. And when we were here, he was waiting for us, tracking us. He was prepared.
He's used that before, hasn't he? Something like that.
Who was the last hunter we saw down here?
Gerard,
The trap wasn't lethal.
he's planning something else.
Look at this guy, the way he's walking. Look how creepy it is.
Hey, 68. Hey.
68.
Do you know anything about Brett?
I don't know any Brett. One of them, aren't you?
Heartbeat.
You found the rocks?
Yeah, I found the rocks.
Hey, we're gonna get you out of here.
I know we only just met, but I'm gonna have to ask you to trust me a little longer. We are building an army
An army?
to hunt the wall.
I'm sorry.
Let me try again. We should have called Styles.
Promise we wouldn't.
It was a stupid promise. And now I'm gonna lose you too.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah, me. All of us, you know what I mean? Styles wouldn't be okay with this. If he knew all the things that we were trying to do without him. With this,
With us.
I'm really confused about what we're talking about. So Scott, wake up.
Oh, it's working. Trust I caught the relationship vibes before it was kind of insinuated.
Let me know if you want to upgrade or something a little more.
Good enough for now.
The body's actually causing the fear. Just amplifying it.
You still feel it, don't you?
Yeah, it's like something crawling on the back of my neck. I should have called.
There you go.
Should I have called?
Did you want to call?
Yeah, I wanted to call.
So did I.
She is a hot mum, mate.
I
Just,
should go.
no, you shouldn't.
It was about Nolan.
Would have been nice to know before he attacked me.
It was a geyser. Half the library was staring.
Premonition was about people turning on each other.
Well, and I think it's already started.
They've done well to get this far, but they're dead. Go up, Liam. See who it is. Yes. He's definitely dying. He's in a bad way, ain't he? He can't handle all that pain.
I couldn't take away his pain.
Oh.
And if there's one thing you learned today, it's the best way to build an army through fear.
Muse having you. Does Muse mean like a porn where they've like used Liam? Is that what it is? Kind of like, I'm sure that's what Muse is. I can't remember now, but he set it up, didn't he, mate? He's not stupid, Gerard, you know. He actually didn't want to kill one. I mean, obviously he wanted to kill one of them. He got Brett in the end, you know. Unlucky for him. Totally good setup, to be honest. He had that cellar booby trapped all up, mate. He even hurt Scott as well. Now, it's interesting because obviously he's kind of exposed Liam in front of everybody there. Loads of people can see him. You know, how are you going to explain that in the news? You know, you get all these calls of different people. This is where you need kind of like the Vampire Diaries. Somebody going round, mate, and compelling everybody to forget what they've seen. You know what I mean? Like, that is the best thing, the best trait that they have. They can make people do whatever they want, forget whatever they want, remember whatever's, mate. It's good, but like I said, mate, he's smart. So he's teaching that teacher, you know. Everything is a lesson with him, like he's just said. But it's interesting, you got that dead body there. It's giving off fear. You go near it, you're terrified, you know. You're literally like shaking, quaking in your boots, you know. They couldn't even cut that little bit of flesh off. They had to do it together, teamwork. He was nearly crying, you know. His gun was shaking in hand. He couldn't hold the scalp steady, so that was decent. You know, we're still not seeing anything about Derek and Styles, even though we referenced it 2 episodes ago. But Scott and Malia look like they're getting closer together. You know, they seem to be forming some sort of relationship. I kind of called it before they kind of insinuated it, which is interesting. But, like, have we watched this show and anybody ever picked up on Malia and Scott vibes? Ever thought it was a thing? You know, maybe they do well in the last few episodes to get us on board with it, but like, I feel like it's well strange, and I've never once thought they would be good together. Do you know what I mean? But now we are insinuating it, and I guess full steam ahead. Do you know what I mean? I got no problem with it. If Styles is going to be with Lydia, let Scott be with Malia, even though that sounds so strange. So again, it's really interesting. Can't wait to see what happens now with everybody seeing all this supernatural stuff. How's everybody going to react? And obviously with Brett dying, what's Scott going to do? What plans he going to put together? And is he going to get the help of his mum and Chris? And how's he going to react with them if he knows even they're a thing? Do you know what I mean? He said that he didn't call. she wanted to call. Does Scott even know what was happening? Loads of questions, very interested. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So we have lost one werewolf here in today's episode, and that is Brett. You know, the Argents, well, not the Argents, but the main one, Gerard, with the help of the teacher, managed to actually kill one and expose kind of the supernatural world to the community. So many people seen Liam losing it. You know, he's going crazy at the end there. He was roaring, his eyes was glowing, his claws was out. Scott's still down, he's hurt, he's down in, you know, the tunnels. And it was just a mad setup by Gerard. Like he said, every day is a lesson with him. So, the best way as well, you know, that I'm sure in one of the seasons he said the best way to take down your enemy is to get other people to do it for you, not do the dirty work yourself. So the way he's doing it is he's highlighting that there's like a supernatural community, a problem, a threat, and then he's getting people to mass panic or either stand by him, you know, and they can take out the work as well. He can sit back and he can cause the chaos, and he can get other people to come out and actually, do the chaos, if that makes sense. So it's really interesting. He's really smart. You got to respect his game in his hunter abilities, but you got to admit he's really annoying. So's that teacher as well. You know, Nolan, again, he annoyed me this episode, but he could be a good guy, he could not be. He could be the fear, do you know what I mean? Like we were saying, Chris and Melissa was absolutely petrified when he was near that body. And Mason was saying as well that ever since he's seen it, he can't get it out of his head. He's everywhere. Liam was like, when was the last time you seen it? And it was like 5 yards away from him, literally to his left. So again, that's interesting that obviously this body, whoever it is causing this kind of damage to everybody's minds. Now, again, it's interesting because we don't actually know who it was. I thought it might have been Brett, like I said last episode. After he was attacked, we found the body. We didn't see him. And then we seen him later on in the episode to confirm it actually wasn't Brett. But he was inside the school. There was a blood trail. And then he was dead in the showers. So, again, like I said, it's really intriguing. But we've, like I said, got one supernatural death. We've got the public seeing supernatural abilities. You know, we've seen Liam being exposed. We've also seen the people in the school seeing Corey being exposed. You know, Nolan stabbed him. Everybody was looking with the help from the guy that was consumed by all of the spiders, which I don't know what his agenda is. Like, why have them spiders made him act that way? Do you know what I mean? And what is it that these spiders are doing? You know, they went inside a Theo, he managed to get one. It was like, I don't know, it was black smoke, wasn't it? But like, now he's been consumed by it. Is he being controlled by somebody? Is he working with somebody? Is it a supernatural thing? Do you know what I mean? What is their goal? To expose everyone? But then is he kind of not supernatural now? He's been consumed. You know, it's interesting, that one as well. But like I said, the school now are starting to treat everybody different. They're all looking at them. They're walking past them. Lydia's like visions or whatever you'd want to call it when she was walking, touching all of the cobwebs, and you was hearing all of the things. Quite a few of them are coming into, into the story now. So again, it's really interesting. She saved Parrish as well, hasn't she, from Icon House? We haven't seen him really do anything this episode, but we haven't seen Styles' daddy either, which is strange because in the first half of the season we've seen him a lot, and now we're coming into this second bit. You know, it's only been a few episodes, but he's not really had a massive role to play. But again, do you know what I mean? I can't wait to see how Scott reacts in the next episode after losing a supernatural person. Obviously, it's not part of his pack, but it's still going to hit him hard. And how's his sister going to deal with it? Is she going to want to get revenge, or is she going to, team up with Scott? Is she going to help them? And is Theo actually dead? I know it was insinuated, and more or less he probably should be, with that firing squad still outside his car. But until I see a body and see somebody find him, I'm going to leave that one open. But I'm hoping next episode we get a bit of Derek and a bit of that storyline, because he said that he's wanted for a mass murder, and we've only seen Styles like one time since we started the second half of the season, so it'd be good to get him back and obviously see how it's going in the academy, see if he meets Derek. Them two had a good relationship, didn't they, together? One of my favourite parts of their story is like the love-hate relationship that they had, when he was driving in the car and Derek was dying, so to speak. That was hilarious. When he got scratched with the Kenema and they both lay beside each other and the hands are kind of touching, that made me laugh as well. I really did like them, and I would honestly love to see them two back together for the back end. So hopefully you guys are excited for what's to come. If you did enjoy today's episode, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.